be nice to them, work from a point of compassion with them, but you are being activated. Change is being activated here. Hi, my name's Dee. Welcome to Sunchild Tarot and welcome to your new moon reading for February 2020. So that's the new moon in Pisces. Now, normally I'd be asking, what would we be beginning with the new moon energies? Listening to the astrologers, this time this new moon, it is incredibly transformative, as all new moons are. We're at the end of the passage for the zodiac. The new moon's going to start passing around the zodiac again next month. Actually in a few days, but you know what I mean. So I want to ask the question, how can we best utilize the new moon energies? Because it is as much about considering and planning beginning things as actually beginning things. And it's also about considering and planning how to end things, which makes sense with all the Capricorn energy we've got going around and will have for the rest of much of this year as well as last year. You can ask a question if you want, but bear in mind I am looking at how we can best utilize these energies. Now, the reading either is for you or it isn't, and the way that you know is if the past and the present don't fit, the future's not going to fit. It's not for you. But I do advise that you watch more than one anyway. You want to have a look at your sun, your moon, your rising, maybe your Venus placement, maybe your north node, whatever takes your fancy. Now, if you don't know what all of those are, your rising sign, your moon sign, etc., there's a link down below so that you can get yourself a free birth chart. And also there is a timestamp to get past all of this waffle because you've only got to listen to it the once. As a general reading rules apply. You know, roles can be reversed. I could be saying you're doing something and it's somebody around you that's doing something, or vice versa. Timing's hardly absolute because with all of these new moons, full moons, astrological aspects, they're like ripples in a pond. And some people will be hit by the ripple before other people are hit by the ripple. Other people don't necessarily get hit by that particular ripple. So it's timing is advisory. Of course, if you led to this reading well out of season, well, that's when it's useful for you. So enough of my waffle. I think I've said everything that I need to. Let's bring up the cards. Okay, Gemini, there's an interesting set of energies around you at the moment. Where you are is that there's a new dream that's been appealing to your more hedonistic side of nature. Let's say we've got the horned one as the significator in the spread, the equivalent of the devil, but we've also got the devil crossing you. And that seems to be that something to do with the home life is standing in your way, is being in opposition to you. But I have to ask, is it something to do with the home life, or is it something to do with your attitude towards the home life? Because I feel like you may be having a lot of fun at the moment, maybe a bit too much fun. Let me clarify these two devil cards. But I actually feel really good that it's been a therapeutic time for you to be enjoying yourself. There's a whole new dream, a whole new world that's been introduced to you, possibly by somebody younger, that as or somebody who is basically got a lot of water in their chart. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But you can take it too far at the moment. So this is for the Five of Swords here. Okay, is it that you've got involved with some form of cause, some form of point of view that you're really enjoying being involved with, but you're being called to fight for and to defend? And I feel that maybe, okay, let's have a look. What's Two of Swords. Maybe you're not seeing the whole picture right now, and you're being a little too aligned with this new cause. I think that's probably a good way to put it, because what is standing in your stead is also standing in your detriment. You've had a wonderful clarity prior to this, which seems to have been mixed up slightly by the introduction of this possibly younger water sign, or possibly younger person who's brought you an idea. This is not a bad thing. You are going through a time of building and a time of transformation, but there's the oracle cards are being quite explanatory about where you're standing right now, about don't take it too far. Self-love and balance from the Queen of the Moon. But this is a changing time for you, but do not let pride get into your way. So as much as you've hitched your horses with this one idea, it's not the be all and end all. It is a step on the way. It is a step on the journey. So there's decisions that you've had to make at the moment which have proved quite profitable for you. But what is open for you is, if you are achieving balance, and if you are balancing your fun-loving nature, your driving forward nature, your Martian nature, because that's another thing with the Devil card, he represents Mars, with balance it with the more really hedonistic, just addictions, party trap, that sort of thing, and angers as well. Bear in mind that angers here, we have got the Five of Swords representing a conflict that this new part of your life has drawn you into, because people are seeing that maybe you're being a little bit too stubborn, but you have got a good new idea. But again, it's not yet fully formed. We've got the Princess of Cups here, same card as the Page of Cups. And like in the Taurus reading, you've got a card clarifying itself with the clarity that you did have. You should be able to balance the clarity that you did have with the new period of life you're having right now. As long as you have that balance, Justice card, Two of Pentacles, balance here. You've got to be a little bit compassionate to those who are involved in this issue, in this discussion, whatever it may be. Be nice to them. Work from a point of compassion with them. But you are being activated. Change is being activated here, as we see by the Judgment card. But it is firmly rooted in the physical world, in your day-to-day life, in your work life, in your home life. And it is firmly rooted within your community. What you are worried about is what you may lose through this process, and that it's maybe not going to be as fast moving as what you like. I don't think you've got to worry about that. This does feel like quite a fast spread, and loads of cards wanted to fall out for the final outcome. So we've got Knight of Cups growing up to the King of Cups. So remember what I was saying, that this dream's not fully formed. You have the King of Swords, who knows when to cut something out and when not to. Popular card today, that one. So you need to just have that balance. I cannot stress this enough, and neither do these cards. Justice with what you have to work with, the foundation of the situation. Spirit on high, bringing you with the balance with the Ten of Pentacles. But it's also I can do all of this. So there's a lot of competing calls on your attention, but you can, I don't even want to say juggle, you can deal with them all. So we've got Knight of Cups, King of Cups. That dream is coming into fruition, and you are going to learn Queen of Swords, King of Swords. You are going to learn what needs cutting out, and learn what knowledge that you need in this whole new environment. Because the other thing, if I remember, this Queen of Wands here, you have to analyze all the information that is being brought to you with the element of compassion, rather than just taking the ball and run with it. You have to analyze it. You have to balance it first. So we have Justice and the Six of Coins. So this is obviously something that is affecting your home life quite severely. That will right itself. It will continue to affect your home life, but that effect is going to turn into a more positive one as long as you are seeking that balance, as long as you are acting with compassion. Yeah, you can give in to your fun loving side. Yeah, you can be aware of your angers, um, but you do not let them take control. You use them as tools, or you have some fun, but you don't have too much fun. Okay, so you need to balance. Yeah, enjoy yourself. You are going through a growing process. Page and princess to the knight to the king. Queen of Swords, King of Swords. There's maybe a divine pairing going on here as well. So this could be relationship aspected. Maybe there's resistance at home to a new relationship. But justice, things are going to be made right. But you have to start that. You have to start that justice process, and that is happening right now. But the home life will sort itself out nicely. You will be receiving help. Maybe everything that you're receiving right now isn't as helpful as what you think it is, but you're going in the right direction. Just balance, compassion. Okay, so if this means anything to you, Gemini, then please do comment down below. I love to hear when there's when the readings have been useful. Your next lunar reading, of course, will be the waxing moon. I will also, over this next week, do Mars crossing the eclipse point, which will be on Sunday, and the readings will be released after them. But bear in mind that eclipse point has a 6-month effect. So the introduction of the Martian energy will be quite interesting, especially after it has just passed over the galactic center. Quick plug, Martian galactic download readings. There will be a link up at the end. And then also basically Mars into Capricorn, which is a 6-week period that we are already in, if I remember correctly. By the time this goes online, we're already in it. And this is where you can actually use that structure of Capricorn to push forward with projects in your life. Okay, like I say, comment down below. Best of luck with this. The best way to look at it is take it easy. Do not stop. I don't mean take it easy, put your feet up. I mean, whatever you are doing, take it easy, do it gently, do it with balance, do it with compassion. You're probably right, but how much does it cost for you to prove to everybody how right you are? Do not let pride get in your way. All right? Cheers.